So here are two machine drawings which we are going to do, which forms part of mechanical drawings. So I've taped my page onto my board. I have my T-square running along the side of my board firmly. What I do have here on the top left hand corner is a machine component, and it has been shaped according to that there, and it has a hole that goes in, a square hole that runs right through, and that tells me that it's 16 by 16. Front view, this is where I'm going to stand looking at the side here. Corners which I can't see will be able to be drawn dashed, because a dash line indicates that there is a corner but we cannot see it. Okay, so this is where I position myself to look at this drawing. So you've got a diagram here that separates the front view here from the top view, and then there is a 45-degree line, and when I say 45 degrees, I'm specifically talking about a line that's drawn from there. So there's a diagram with a x-axis and a y-axis there, and then there's a circle. The circle is there to create space between the different views, and the 45 is for the projection from the top to the right view on the side here. So what we need to do when we start off a drawing like this is to create tangents alongside, and I just want to make sure that my drawing is perfect. So I'm going to create tangents. So my first tangent is going to be like that there, which is basically vertical, and then my other tangents will be horizontal like that there. First thing, this corner is important, as you will find the height down and the length across. So you need to box it first. So if you're going to start at that point there and you ask yourself how much down is the dimension, it's 45 plus 15, which gives me 60. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to say 60, which is there, and I measure down there. And what I am going to do is I'm going to draw the line right through, and then I need to know what my length is. It's 75, so I'm going to measure precisely on this line here, or I can measure it there if you want to, 75 there, and then that is my box. I'm going to draw that right up like that, but I'm only going to work in this space. I'm not going to work in here, because that's the space created between the views, but I'm going to work in this box here. Then I know, that box is here and there. That is the box I'm talking about, which is there. Now I'm going to shape the box. The box has a base which is 15, so on my set square, on that bottom line, I'm going to measure 15, and I'm going to draw a line there. That is that piece there. Even though this thing is round, you see it as a flat particle there. And then it has this upright part here, which is 20, and I'm going to put my ruler there, and I'm going to measure 20 like that there. Okay, that I can draw in faint. I know for a fact that that is going to be my shape, so I'm going to just show you how to darken. So it's going to be in this space at the bottom. I'm going to have that only running till there, and I'm going to have that part over there, which is that corner there, this part and that part which I just drew. And then I close up this side here, which is that side there, and I close up this side here, which is that side there. And as I've mentioned, when you stand here and you view it, you're not going to see this round. You're going to see a straight, but you know it is round. Okay? Later on we'll show you how to round that from the top. So that is basically what we have. Immediately what I'm going to tell me is I'm going to put this hole inside this platform here. That hole is 16 by 16, but I need to get the position of that hole. Now you will find that from the center of that hole, right, and there's a center line from the center of that hole, you have this arrow which is 25. So if I swing that arrow from there to there, it's going to be 25 to my center. I'm going to measure 25, there's my 25, right there, and that's going to be my center. Now my center line is a long, short, long. Right? That's my center line. I can put it in there. And now, because that's the center and that is 16, I'm going to go 8 on this side and 8 on that side of my center to create my 16. So I'm going to perfectly measure 8 here, and I'm going to perfectly measure 8 on this side. So that's 8 there. And now I'm going to not just draw it here, I'm actually going to draw it right up, because I know it's going to feature in my top view there. The line on the inside, I can't see it when I view it from this side here, so it's going to be dashed. So I'm going to put a nice dash line there. I'm going to put a nice dash line there. Okay, so that's dashed. Maybe you can't see it clearly, I'm just going to highlight that. And then you know, there's a drop here, a vertical drop of 25 to form that corner, and another further drop for that corner is 10. So from the top, first 25 down, there's 25, line it up here, 25 drop is the first one, and then another 10 from the existing one that we have. Now I'm going to draw that right across, which will impact on my right view that I have here. I can't see it, so I'm going to dash that. Right? I can't see it, I'm going to dash that. It's a dash line. That bottom one forms this corner which I can't see there, and that top one is going to be that corner which I can't see. The slant is just going up till the top till there. That's all my information that I need from that front view. Now I'm going to draw I'm going to move my position, and I'm going to draw here from the top. Now across here to form my top, because all I'm going to do is I'm going to tilt it like that, if you know what I'm saying. Right, so this part is going to be across here. So from here to here, which is there to there, it's 50. So I'm going to measure 50 anyway. I can measure it here, 50. There is my 50 point there. And then I'm going to draw that 50 point onto my 45 here, and I'm going to take it down like that. Then I know that 50 slot. Now remember, this is no man's land. You work with 50 here in this space here. In this space, it's sequential. In this space, in that space. So I'm going to dot it in the space I'm going to work, right? Because it comes, and later on we're going to project it over, and it comes down, and we're going to work in that height and this bottom space over here, right? Let's just focus here quickly. So the first thing, what I need to do is to project this up to form that corner there. I know for a fact that if I do the math here on my calculator, I'm going to find that 50 is the whole thing. That middle section there is 34. So I need to do a little bit of a calculation here, I'm going to say, because they don't give me what this is. They don't tell me what that is. They don't tell me what the slant is. They tell me what that is, but I need to work it out. So in other words, I need to take the 34 and subtract it from the 50, 34. Then I'm going to find it's 16, and I need to divide it by 2, because it's half on this side and half on that side, which is 8 and 8. So I'm going to draw, just put 8 and 8 there. Okay, there's my 1/8 on that side, and there's my other 8 on the other side there. And all I'm going to do is just to put this in across here, and I'm going to later on just take it down like that. Okay, we cross this with my, okay, that's very important. So I've got those 2 points. Now I need to find this middle section here, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to find half of 50, which is perfectly in the middle here, and then go 5 and 5 from that half. So we're looking at 50 and 25 being my half, and I'm going to project that 50 across as well. It's all faint down there, but that's my middle, so I'm going to go 5 on the one side and 5 on the other side to create my 10. I can actually draw this dark. I'm going to darken that, because from the top I can see those corners. There it's dark, and I can actually see this dark as well, which is that corner there, and this corner over here that I can draw dark. In fact, the back can be darkened as well. Here's the back. Okay, I just went slightly over. Just correct that one. Slightly over. You must just be careful that you only stop there. Right? I can actually draw this line in as well. Oh, good Lord, I'm just going over the... Let me just close it up here. So I'm going to close it up there so that I know I can't go further. So that is that back section there. That is that here. That is that on that side. This is the slant here. That's the slant. That's the slant. And this middle part there is there. But then it runs here and there's a semicircle here. So let's put in that semicircle. You already have the 25 as the center there and 25 in the middle here. So all you have to do is, once you have that 25, sorry, it's actually not that line. Let me get the center line for you up. There's my center line there, which is that center over there. So I need to swing a 25 radius semicircle. So I'm going to go on my I'm going to take my compass and open it up to 25 millimeters like that. And I'm just going to check it. Remember, that's my center. I'm going to put it there in line that side. Okay, check it that side, check it this side. Maybe I just need to move it a little bit and do an adjustment. So there and there. So all I'm going to do, boys and girls, I'm going to swing it like that. And I'm going to make sure that I go over it perfectly, make it nice and dark. Okay, and can you see it lines up here? It lines up there. And I start it in line here and swing it that way. Perfect like that. And then all I need to do is connect this line to that point over there. Connect line to that point over there. And there I have my semicircle. And then I already have my 16 across here for my hole. I just need to take the center and measure up 8 and measure down 8 for my 16. So it's 8 down and 8, 16 up. And now I'm going to darken that there. I'm going to darken this here. And I'm going to darken that part there. This part there. And there you have your hole that goes in there. Now for this view over here, I'm moving my position and I'm standing here now. I'm going to see this round as a flat shape. But it can only be in this space over here. Right? From there down, because it's that height. And then it's from here down. So all I'm going to do is going to be in this space over here. Darken that. Darken that. The sides go right up. Till there, it can't go higher. There, my sides go up. That's my outside, the side and that side. And then it goes in by 8, which you have done already. There's my 8. Goes in that side, goes in the side here. What I am going to do is I'm going to bring this onto my 45. Right? Here and there, and then I'm going to bring that down. I'm going to bring that down as well. Now I know the drop is still there. How do I know that? Because I take it from this line, and then it goes up. It goes up like that there, and then just a non-straight or horizontal line, just drawn with your set square straight edge, like that there. And then there you have formulated that shape there. The only thing that's missing is this hole here. What you can do is you can track the hole, bring it across onto your 45. This is there and there, and bring that down like that there. While you're at it, it's going to be a dash line in the base, right? And then bring it down, it's going to be a dash line hard in the base to formulate that hole there. Alright, just make sure that you darken all the sections of your different views for it to stand out. Try and keep your lines as faint as possible. Great, that is that one. We're going to move to the opposite one very quickly.